Canada is facing some of the biggest challenges in its modern history. From housing affordability to trade disputes and record wildfire risks. Millions of Canadians are asking the same question. Today we'll break down the three biggest stories shaping Canada's future. Let's begin with the issue affecting millions of Canadians: housing. New housing data suggests construction activity has slowed, raising concerns about future affordability. Let's begin with the issue affecting millions of Canadians every single day: housing. Whether you're trying to buy your first home, upgrade to a larger property, or simply find an affordable place to rent, housing has become one of the country's biggest challenges. For years, home prices rose faster than wages in many major cities. While the market has cooled compared to the pandemic boom, affordability remains a serious concern for families across the country. Recent housing data suggests that construction activity has slowed compared to previous months. That's important because many economists believe Canada needs significantly more housing supply to meet current and future demand. The problem is relatively straightforward. Canada's population continues to grow, but the pace of new housing construction has struggled to keep up. When demand increases faster than supply, prices tend to remain elevated. For renters, that can mean rising monthly costs and increased competition for available units. For potential buyers, it can mean saving for longer, taking on larger mortgages, or delaying homeownership altogether. Government officials at the federal, provincial, and municipal levels have announced various initiatives designed to accelerate housing construction, reduce approval delays, and encourage development. However, many Canadians are still asking the same question: when will those efforts translate into meaningful affordability? The answer could have major implications not only for the housing market itself, but also for the broader economy, consumer spending, and long-term financial stability. And that's why housing remains one of the most closely watched issues in Canada today. Next, let's turn our attention to Canada's economic relationship with the United States. The connection between these two countries is difficult to overstate. Every day, billions of dollars worth of goods and services move across the border. Canadian businesses rely on American customers, while American companies depend on Canadian products, energy, resources, and manufacturing. Because of this close relationship, trade disputes can have consequences that extend far beyond government negotiations. The outcome of these negotiations could play an important role in determining how Canada's economy performs over the next several years. And that's exactly why investors, business owners, and government officials are paying such close attention to every development. Finally, let's discuss another issue that continues to affect communities across Canada: wildfires. Over the past several years, wildfire seasons have become a major national concern. Beyond the immediate danger posed by the fires themselves, the effects can spread hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away from the source. Smoke can reduce air quality, impact public health, disrupt travel, and affect economic activity across multiple provinces. Government agencies are monitoring conditions closely as temperatures rise and the summer season progresses. Firefighters, emergency management teams, and local authorities continue preparing for the possibility of increased wildfire activity in the weeks ahead. Preparation is becoming increasingly important because wildfire events can develop rapidly and change direction unexpectedly. For residents living in high-risk regions, staying informed and understanding local emergency procedures can make a significant difference. At a national level, wildfire preparedness is no longer viewed as a seasonal issue affecting only certain areas. It has become part of a broader conversation about infrastructure, emergency response, environmental management, and long-term resilience. As summer continues, Canadians across the country will be watching closely to see how conditions develop and whether preparations are sufficient to meet the challenges ahead.